Hey, that's a good bet. Whoa. All right, guys, it is now Diesels in the Mountains prep. We got a lot going on today. We got the mega cab here. We got everything here pretty much. Got the mega cab. We got the drag racing setup in the back. It's Diesels in the Mountains prep, so we need to get everything ready, get the drag racing setup figured out. And this is my first year running that setup. I bought that setup from a buddy of mine, and so I still haven't really figured it out and got the kinks worked out in it. So ordered a bunch of stuff for it. I need to set that up, make sure it goes and works good. And then also, since the race truck is not going to be done for Diesels in the Mountains, I got the burnout truck in there, as you can see. And we are going to be, I know it's a two-wheel drive, but we are going to be sled pulling this thing because it's the only thing that I can think of to do there. So we got these dually wheels from one of our buddies out in Salina. He hooked it up, got us set up, got us some good throw-off tires for them, and hopefully they're gonna fit. I got some spacers just in case they don't fit, and then we will have a two-wheel drive sled pulling truck. So we're gonna have to figure out maybe some bump stops, but we're gonna get these mounted up. I got a fast system. Shout out to Fast Fuel Systems. They have the absolute best fuel systems on the planet for anything that you have. And we're going to be putting that on that they sent us. And Slim over here is working on his Jeep, getting a lift kit put on. And we are going to be talking him into running the dirt drag racing. So hopefully he can run his Jeep in the dirt drags. We got the Jollymon out there parked, been stored in here, keeping the dust off of it. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. This is a few days before Diesels in the Mountains. It's Friday. Diesels in the Mountains is on next Friday, so we got about a week, but we're gonna use this weekend to get a lot of things going. And then I got this also. This is a train horn. I've had it in my garage for a long time. It actually came off my grandpa's old truck, but we are going to be getting that maybe put on the mega cab. We kind of tested it out at the shop today, and it is loud, so we might put that on the mega cab. See what else we can do to get ready for Diesels in the Mountains, but stay tuned. Well, the first thing we're going to do is I got these cleaned up, and we are going to just spray paint them, put a coat of paint on them black just so that they look okay. Obviously, they're not going to look good. These things have been sitting out in the field for how long, so I'm going to get them looking okay and then start installing that fast. They're looking a little bit better, huh? I think they'll do. All right, guys, so we're getting the duals put on, starting the fast system up. Got them mocked up a little bit there, and I think they're gonna work. I had to put these big, huge spacers on here to get them to clear that drum there, but I think they're gonna work. I mean, is it gonna be better than what we had before on there? Probably not, but those tires have a big slash in them, so I don't know if they'll be able to. Slim's cutting his Jeep up, and he said he's gonna win everybody in the dirt drag race. So that he's gonna spend all weekend getting ready for it. So hopefully he'll be done. All right, guys, we have got these dualies on. So I don't know if they're going to be better for traction or not for sled pulling, but I don't know. It's just something that we can run because, you know, I don't want to be left out. We got to have something to run. So we're going to run that. And then I don't know if you guys know Meyer Stump from Power Driven Diesel, but he gave us a bed for this thing, a nice long bed. It's actually in really good shape. So we're gonna get the fast in, and that way we can get all the fast and stuff with the bed off. It'll be a lot easier. And then once we get the FASS installed, then we can get the bed on it. So, and then I thought this thing was empty with fuel, but this thing has filled up this whole gallon and it got way too much. So I had to hurry and throw the mop bucket under it, and it is still filling up. And so the fuel gauge on this thing must not work, because it said it was empty, but it's definitely not empty. There's at least over, probably close to 10 gallons in that tank. But so anyways, we're getting her. We got some wiring ran for the FASS. The new FASS systems are so awesome. I've installed a bunch of them recently, and the new way that they've come up to wire them is so easy. They just make it so easy for you. All I have to do, or all you do is connect them to the battery, run your line down. You connect for the 12 valves, you have an infuse line, connects right into your power for your fuse. So you have key on power for the system. And then you run the wire down to the pump. And then these new sumps, I don't know if you guys have seen them, but these things are absolutely awesome. These things are awesome. They work great. They allow it so that you can have the zero, you can be at zero on your tank and without having the stick down in it like the old style. And so you can go all the way down to empty on your tank without running out of fuel. And they're super easy to install. You just drill a hole, slide this up in there, and then it just connects on just like this. And then they seal awesome. I've had troubles using other people's sumps in the past, and they just do not seal. But these are actually a really awesome seal. So super excited for that. Makes these kits a lot easier than having to take the old pump out and cut them and drill them or whatever. Just makes it easier. It also makes it so you shouldn't even have to do it with the bed on it, or you shouldn't have to do it with dropping the tank or the bed off of it. We just happen to have the bed off it, so I guess it's really not that much easier because we don't even have to mess with anything right there. But it makes it super easy, so you don't have to drop the tank and do all that. So really awesome. So we're getting there. Once we get that, once we get the sump in, we should be ready to pretty much go back, put the bed on it, and call it a day. Alrighty, we got our hole drilled and cleaned out for the sump. Now we are ready to put our sump in, which is up there. Alright guys, well, it's good that we have the Jollymon here, so we can use the vise on the back to mount the FASS pump on to tighten all the fittings. So yeah, we are getting there, got the sump installed. These guys are still tearing this thing apart. It's been giving them a heck of a time. But we're pretty much ready to put the bed on it now, because we can't really mount the FASS pump without having the bed on it with the bed bolts. So yeah, we're probably going to get the bed on next. She in?
She's in.
She'll do? That'll be our hitch, huh?
You wanna take it back out, and then we can roll that bottom edge down.
Alright.
So it'll sit more flat, and then we can weld along the bottom too.
Well, we figured out what we're gonna do for our hitch. We got this piece of bar here. We're just gonna weld that in. Got this from Tractor Supply. We're just gonna weld that onto that and call it good. Because it's a lot easier than what we were gonna do earlier with this hitch. So this would have been a whole combobulation. So we're just gonna weld that on there and hopefully it holds. But we got some shenanigans going on in the shop tonight. We got the old mechanical bull. You guys are gonna have to stay tuned for that.
Weld them on like there, like probably
There. What's Dustin working on?
We're just trying to help the old son keep this belt from falling off. Keeps flying off on him. So we're gonna weld some belt connectors here. This is Mr. Earl. This is Earl. Earl had to give you last year, but got cracked. Yeah.
There you go. It'd just be cool. Alrighty guys, it is actually the next night now. I didn't get to film a lot of it. We had a bunch of stuff going on in the shop. You saw a little bit of that earlier. A lot of fun stuff going on. It's a couple days before our event in Richfield, Utah. And check this out. We got a lot of stuff done to the truck. Didn't have a lot of time to film a lot of it. But we got the bed on it. And it fits really good. But we got the bed on it. And then we got some bump stops welded in. You can see those there. So we got some bump stops welded in. This thing is probably not going to do that good. So I'm not tooting my horn about it or anything. It might not even pull the thing. It's 2-wheel drive. It doesn't have that big of tires on the back, which we might need to look into getting some bigger tires on there. And then we got our bowl in the back. So tomorrow we're going to come maybe get that bowl hooked up so that as we're going, that thing is bucking or something. And then we're going to get the train horn wired in. And then this thing's pretty much done. We got the FAS all installed. It's all ready to rip. Looks really good. We need to put fuel in it, get it primed, get the system primed, and see how she runs. Make sure we don't got any leaks going. But yeah, this thing is turning out good. The bed looks really good on it. Not a fan of the long beds, but it looks okay. Yeah, we're going to call it a night tonight. Keep working on it tomorrow. Dustin got that lawnmower running really good for his son. It's actually ripping really good. He's got some cool videos of that. And then, yeah, we also did a lot of testing with our new dirt drag racing setup. So, I actually bought our own dirt drag racing setup this year, so that we can run the dirt drags at our event. This is the system here. But I had to order a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of broken stuff. I had to rewire some stuff for it. And I think it's finally working to how we want it. And we've got it all figured out so that when it comes to event time, we will not be caught with our pants down by that means. So we'll be good there. So we're going to call it a night. See you guys tomorrow, and we'll be working on it. So it is another day closer to the event. Still got a lot we got to do. I went ahead and stopped at the old parts store down here and got us some oil for the old 12 valve, the new sled pulling rig. So this is going to be the everything rig. It's the burnout truck, it's the sled pull rig. Dang, we might drag race it. We might do everything with it. But this is going to be, I got the oil for it because if you guys don't know, it still has 10-year-old oil in it. It is another day closer to the event, and we still have a lot to do. Mostly on this truck, on the new sled pulling truck, because this is our new everything truck. You know, burnout truck, sled pulling truck, drag racing truck, dyno truck, whatever. We're going to do whatever we can with it. As you can see, we got our old bowl. You guys are going to have to name in the comments in the back. We got to get that mounted in today. We got to get the train horns mounted in. Got to get it looking nice, get the lights in it, because this is probably the last night I want to be working on this stuff, because I still have a lot of other stuff I got to do to prepare for the event and to organize that kind of stuff. But got the hitch in there so we can sled pull with it, and I had to go to the auto parts store to get some oil for this thing because if you guys don't know, this truck still has the same oil that's been in it for the last 10 years. So I don't even know if there is oil in it, but she still did a good burnout. Engine held together, so whatever oil's in it, we might not want to take out of it because it's been holding good for us. So it's been lubing parts good for us, but we're gonna change that oil out of it, get that out of it, have a fresh oil change on it, and we're gonna probably go drive this thing around so that we can see if it runs and see how the fast goes on it, and make sure we don't have no leaks. And hopefully this thing will be done tonight. So stay tuned. First thing I got to do, I got this grinder, and as you can see, the fill neck from when I had the bed off of it, it's super short and it doesn't come all the way to the tank anymore, or all the way to the fill area. So what we got to do is I've got to cut this out so that we can actually dump some fuel in it, because we had to make that shorter for when we didn't have a bed on it. So hopefully we can just cut the bed out a little bit and we'll be able to put fuel in it. So we were able to get some fuel in it. So now let's get the system primed and let's test this thing out. All right, guys, let's get some oil in her. She is definitely due for a nice, fresh oil change. She's had the same oil in her for about 10 years. We got the oil drained out of it. Let's get some new oil in it. Change the filter. Luckily, it's really easy to get to without an intake. Hopefully we can get this off, but we might need to get some pliers here. Let's see here. Oh, we got some oil. Geez, got a lot of oil. Good night. I don't know why there's so much oil in there. Oh, now we're going the wrong way again. The old system's got some oil in it for sure. Alrighty, hopefully we don't get that in the turbo. Good night. I always like to pre-fill my filters. I mean, not that it matters, because for this truck, because it's a burnout truck, and we don't even have a air filter on there, but it's just good not to starve the turbo of oil. If you don't fill your filters with oil, it'll starve the turbo for a little bit, which ain't good. Well, here's your common dispute of the day. Is should you pre-fill your oil filter? I always pre-fill my oil filter. Don't give me crap for using a Wix. This is the burnout truck. But a little fact for you is, a lot of people say, oh, you don't need to pre-fill your filter. You don't need to. Well, your turbo gets its oil directly from the filter. So if your filter isn't fully full, your turbo is actually going to be starved of oil for a little bit, and you're going to get air in your oil lines for a little bit, and that's not good. You don't want to starve your turbo of oil ever. So not that it's like a huge deal and it's going to wipe out the turbo, but every time you change the filter, if you're starving that turbo with oil, it could add up a little bit over time. So it takes 5 extra seconds to fill your filters with oil. So fill those Betsies up and then put them on. You know, take the extra step, and so your turbo will last longer. All right, guys, it is the last day before the event. The event is tomorrow, so we need to have this truck done tonight. And there's not much that we got to do, but there's a little couple things that are going to make this truck the key to take the whole show. So, and part of those, part of those are this is Frank here, good old Frank, and these horns. There's some guys that are going to be coming down, sleeping in our parking lot early this morning, or that are going to, not going to like it when we honk the horns really early in the morning. So that's the goal, is to wake them up, get them going. The event is going. So tomorrow morning we'll be honking them horns, waking them up to let them know that it is time to go. So a couple more things we got to do. We got to mount that bowl to the bed. I did a lot of wiring last night with it, and we pretty much got everything how I wanted it wired. This is a mess. I know it looks like a mess, but I got the whole system figured out how I wanted it wired, and now I just need to tuck them, hide them. But it works really good. Got our air pump right here. Switch. It looks like that got unplugged. One sec. How I have it wired is, this is for the air pump. It'll start pumping. You can hear it going right here. And then this tank will start filling up with air. We're not going to wait forever, and once there's air in there, we've got this switch that actually controls the horn. It wasn't that pumped up, but anyways, you guys get the gist of it. It's actually really loud, so it's gonna be super fun. And then we got to wire this in somewhere to be on a different switch for the bowl to go. So I'm not sure which switch we're gonna do that. We still got a lot of tucking we need to do, obviously. And yeah, that's the gist of that. So we are not just only gonna have a burnout truck that is sled pulling, that's 2-wheel drive, that shouldn't really be sled pulling, but we got the fast in it. We're getting way more RPM out of it. We'll do something with it. We're gonna figure out something to do with it. And the bowl will be going, and we got a horn. So fun stuff. Alright guys, it is the night before the event. It is getting closer to game time, and check this out. Steve Darnell just pulled up, and look at all these toys that him and his buddies brought with them. Just check these things out. So if you guys don't know, we have a dirt drag race at Diesel's in the mountains, and you may not think about it, but these rat rods are going to be in the dirt drag race. They got paddle tires for them, and look at these things. Like, these are blown motors like crazy, and these things are going to be going in the dirt drag race. So super excited to see these things go in the dirt drag race. He's got tons of them. They got these 3, and then Steve's got his, so there's 4 rat rods that are going to be ripping in the dirt drag race. So it's going to be super cool, and yeah. Let's go! Bang!
The whole way?
Oh!
That man needs beer. Everybody loves it, bro.
Oh yeah. Let's go.